What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing great today. Checking out some washer and dryers we got over the weekend. I thought we might have had some decent ones, but I believe that one's got a little rust on it. Might still work, but gonna be tough to sell it when it's got rust all over the top for sure. Anyway, having a good day so far today. Been a fairly busy morning. Had several job interviews we just knocked out. So finally starting to get some good people applying, getting a lot of summer help. You know, you got your college kids and all just getting out of college, looking for summer work. So that's good anyway. You know, we're going through our busy season, so that's something we've got to have for sure. Hey, what I want to talk to everybody today about is those of you out there trying to get market share and get business by claiming you're the cheapest in your market. You got to be careful doing that. There is a time when you're first getting started that maybe that's the way to go about it. But if you are going to be the cheapest in your market, you need to have a good explanation as to why. Not simply because you just decide to accept less than a larger company. You know, it just makes you appear a little less professional. People kind of wonder if you're priced less, are you not as good of a service? So that's something, if you're going to be the cheapest, you need to have an explanation for it. What are acceptable explanations? Well, one is you're just getting started. You just be honest with people. You're just getting started. You know, you've done this type of work in the past for other people. You've done landscaping work. You've done labor work. You've been a mover, so you know how to you can move stuff throughout homes and do a great job. But since you're on the truck, you have less overhead than you know, somebody that's got a bunch of employees on their payroll, and you're answering all the phone from your cell phone. You don't have an office where somebody's having to answer all the phones, and that sort of deal. So the owner being on the truck, what you got going on there is you got a couple good extra advantages, because you can say the owner's on the truck, and this is something a lot of our partners with JRA, this is an approach we do from time to time. We have several options. When you work with JRA, with CAM, Customer Acquisition Management, or you buy a business package from us, then what we do is we look at into your market, and you can actually just hire us from consulting too. You $150 an hour consulting fee, and we'll actually look into your market and do like an analysis, basically a market analysis, and we'll try and find you a competitive edge. And it could be there's a couple different approaches you can take. It might not just be one approach, we say. It might be a few different approaches. But one of the approaches we do is we tell people, all right, say you're on the truck. Say nobody cares more about the quality of work that your company does than the owner of the business. And you're able to charge less and do better work than your competitors because you own the business, you're on the truck, and you're just getting started. So that's a good reason to be the cheapest in your market. And there's you know, some other one, and another good one would be is because you're the largest in the market. You're the largest in the market. You have a store. You have a dedicated store to actually sell the items you get. So tell people straight up, you sell the items you get, you recycle the items you get. Because you're making money on the back end, you can in turn charge less on the front end. That is another great excuse, or another great reason. And that's also a reason that a lot of junk removal companies are not doing, including junk doctors. And I can tell you right now that that is something we are looking to go to in the foreseeable future. We're already planning out sites for at minimum 10,000, anywhere from 10,000 to 30,000 square foot store, kind of like a flea market type store. We'll sell our stuff, and then we have some other stuff going on in that space too. You're not going to fill up 10,000 square feet generally in any length of time from junk removal operations. You can fill up several thousand square feet, but you know, there's just not enough volume in junk removal to really slam full of 10,000 square foot warehouse. But we got another concept in between there. That'll be something, once we prove it, we'll be consulting people with as well. There's a reason large companies charge what they do. That's what you need to charge to be profitable. And some of y'all have this fear or anxiety or something, or you feel bad about charging a lot of money for your services. But what you got to remember is you deserve to be able to charge a fair price and make good money at your business. You're putting a lot of risk out there to purchase equipment. You take loans out on stuff. and you know, you're putting in a lot of time and effort. You're worried about meeting payroll. You know, there's a lot of stress involved in running your business. You deserve to be able to make a profit, and the only way you can make a profit is by charging enough for your services. So if Got Junk's out there charging $550 in your market, that's what they need to make money. Now, they're paying about 15% back to the franchisor between royalties and call center fees and national advertising. So you've got, right there, you have some discounts you can do. Now, don't think you can discount your services 15%, because you may not have a call center, but you got the time to answer your phone, or you've hired somebody to answer your phone, or maybe you're using the JRA call center. So there is expense with that stuff. So Got Junk, that 15% is they do provide some service. A lot of it is just simply because the initial setup with Got Junk, they showed you how to get going, and you've got the name recognition. But they do provide some services too. So if they're 15%, you might be able to be 5 or 10% less than Got Junk on your prices. If you're any more than that, over any length of period of time, you better have a store, you better have some way that you're catching that money by being smarter than Got Junk on the back end. And if you don't, you're shorting yourself, and you're not going to be able to have a long-term business that runs without you. Again, guys, those of y'all that want to stay on the truck, you enjoy doing that, you want to be on the truck 10, 15 years before your body wears out, I'm probably not the person for you. There's plenty of other guys out on YouTube. There's several others that are on the truck all the time, and those are probably the ones for you to listen to. But if you want more, if you want to build a business that allows you to have freedom, allows you to go where you want to go and do what you want to do with who you want to do when you want to do it, then I'm the guy for you. I'm going to tell you the secrets to accomplish what I've accomplished. And you'll get a good taste of it off YouTube. If you really want to accelerate it, if you really want to have great success, you need to work with us. You need to hire us. You need to pay us for our services, because we're going to be so damn committed to you, to making sure you're successful. We're going to give a lot of great information on YouTube, but those of y'all that come and work with us, you buy a business package from us, you buy consulting hours from us, you get websites, you have us do CAM with us, AdWords, the stuff we're talking about that needs to get done on YouTube. If you work with us, we're going to accelerate that process. We're going to make sure you're successful. I'm the guy, I'm the guy, and we're the company for those of you that want something more than just simply being on the truck and having a job. Yeah, you're gonna have to bust your ass and work hard, but we're gonna show you a way to have freedom and independence like you never imagined possible. Or those of you that are looking at Junk Removal as an investment, you found your freedom, you found your independence, you've got a lot of extra money, and you're looking to invest that money in something that's in your own business. Maybe you're in the corporate world. We're the guys for you. We're going to get you out there. We're going to allow you to keep most of your money where you're not having to send it back to franchises, have your own business, locally owned, where you can get more people. We're the guys for you. So give us a call at 919-466-9322. Another couple other reasons before we wrap this video up why being cheap isn't the best long-term strategy. Cheap customers don't normally repeat. They're always looking for the cheapest price. So as soon as you raise your prices a little, or every single time they look to hire somebody to get a junk removal job done, there's a good chance they're going to get on Google, they're going to get on Craigslist. Everybody hates Craigslist, but they're going to get on Craigslist, and they're going to call everybody up, and they're going to find the damn cheapest price. You can't build a business off of being the cheapest priced unless you have a competitive advantage, which allows you to be the cheapest, yet still have the same profit margins, which allows you to get a lot more volume, and allows you to get the customers that are looking for quality, and they can see why you're able to be cheaper. You know, for the same quality, if not better, you probably will be reusing a lot more items if you're selling them, if you're with a store, than when you're donating and recycling. So there's the environmental aspect of it, and they can see why you can be cheaper, because you're getting money on the back end. So always have a reason for that. If you want to get repeat customers, you have to offer value, not simply cheapest price. The repeat customers that you get from cheapest price are only as good as your price is only lasts as long as your price stays low. As soon as you try to raise the price up, you'll lose those customers normally, unless you had a good reason for why you were the cheapest. Customers, one of the main things you can offer, and I've said this a bunch, is same day service. Customers that just want it done, the stuff's here, they want it gone. Customers with same-day service will pay whatever you want to charge for the most part. So That's something to keep in mind. You much rather offer the quickest turnaround than the cheapest prices, unless you can do both with a good reason. Do not overcharge your customers, and that's something that we have to make. We have a competition. We don't do profit sharing with our guys. We have a monthly or a weekly profit and loss competition. So each truck does a P&L each day, and at the end of the week, whichever truck was the most profitable gets a $100 gift or a $50 gift card. We're about to go to $100. $50 gift card, Visa gift card. They can spend on anything they want. But we don't count their income. They send in job pictures. We don't count their income as if at the end of the job they overquoted the price. We erase that income. We don't want any of our customers being overcharged. We don't want them undercharged either. We'd rather be high at the start on the first estimate and bring it down should it not take up the entire truckload. You got to make sure you do that, or your guys, if you're doing some sort of competition like that, your guys might overcharge your customers. You got to make sure your customers are not getting overcharged. And the fact of the matter is, the problem with being the cheapest and having really, really small margins is you can't advertise. You can't get your word out there. You can't sell. You can't afford to pay a salesperson commission, or you can't afford to hire somebody else to take care of your task while you go out and sell. And you can't afford to advertise. You can't afford AdWords. You can't, and AdWords management, CAM, search engine optimization. You cannot afford that stuff unless you get your prices high enough where you need to be. So being cheapest, it could be a decent strategy to get you going and get you out there. You better have a good reason as to why you are the cheapest if you want to keep going long term. And you got to build value. You got to build value in terms of having clean trucks, professional people, great personality people. You know, people that come on, they got good personality. Same day service, that quick turnaround. That's the kind of stuff you got to do to really build a business. And you need to have the margins where you can send thank you cards. Take the time to send thank you cards, magnets, postcards, email, reminder emails, an email campaign. You need to stay top of mind with your customers, and that requires money. So you need to have the margins to be able to invest in your business and your customers. You're doing a disservice to your community if you are the cheapest price, if you offer the best service. If you're a great service provider, yet you don't have your prices high enough that you can let people know about them, you're holding back. You're holding information back from your potential customers because you're the cheapest. Charge what you need to charge to make good money. Don't jeopardize your future and your family's future because you feel sorry for somebody. You want to charge them a bit less. Guys, for the 90% of our customers, if not more, are ecstatic about what we charge, and we're expensive. We're not the most expensive in the market. We're about second or third. We're behind Got Junk, probably behind College Hunks, but we're more expensive than Junk King and stand-up guys and junk luggers and a few of those in the market. So, and we're the busiest ones in the entire market. Us and Got Junk, the top two most expensive in the market, are 1 and 2. 1 and 2. The rest of the guys going for the cheap game, they're beneath us, and they're well beneath us. We've got just in our Raleigh location, so system-wide, we've got 10 trucks now, and but just in Raleigh we have six trucks, and Got Junk has either 5 or 6. Junk King has 1, Junk Luggers has 1, Stand Up Guys has either 1 or 2. So they're the cheapest. They're playing the cheap game. We're able to go out and get more vehicles, expand our operation, reach more people, do more good for our community because we charge enough where we can actually advertise and let people know about us. That's what you need to get to. If you get to, then get to that. You're gonna ride that wave all the way to the top. We want to be with you. We're gonna make that wave. We're gonna make it come even faster. We're gonna make it be even taller if you work with us. Watch these videos. You're gonna be able to catch the wave. But you work with JRA, you're gonna catch a freaking tsunami. Ride it all the way to the promised land. So give us a call, 919-466-9322. Enjoy helping everybody out. Everybody have a wonderful day. We have a Junk Removal Made Simple episode getting recorded later today. We got some great big news coming up. Big news. It's going to benefit everybody here on YouTube. There's going to be massive amounts of content, the likes that no junk removal business or service-based business has ever put out. It's going to be starting to hit YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, all the different Twitter, all the different social media, as well as crazy amounts of videos. We're going to have massive amounts of content and information that's going to be hitting all the social media stuff soon. Nobody's ever done anything close. Give us just about a month or so and it's going to start happening. We'll explain more details when we can. Again, 919-466-9322. Lee Godbold here with Junk Removal Authority. Excited to bring this video to you. We'll talk to you soon.